Okay, hey guys. As we already know, there are totally 6 properties which we need to verify in a system, in any given system. Uh, Out of the 6, one of the properties is linearity property, which we'll going to discuss how we approach to solve problems to check whether the system holds good linearity property or not. Before we approach to the problem, let me tell you the procedure. How do we actually check for linearity property? Before that, any system can be represented in 3 ways. One is in terms of mathematical equation, second one in terms of graphical representation, and the third one, the same graphical representation we can put it in a more abstract form. Let me just tell you. We'll consider an example. Y of t is equal to g of t into x of t. So this is a system. One of the way to represent the system, and what's happening in the system I will let you know later. The same system I can represent in terms of graphical representation, which is something like this. I have a system which does some transformation, and inside this curly bracket x of t, the input signal, will appear, and the output what we get is y of t, and this y of t is nothing but g of t into x of t. This is the other way to represent a system, and one more way to represent the system is nothing but transformation of x of t is equal to y of t. This is the third way to represent the system, and transformation of x of t is equal to y of t. And what is y of t? Y of t is g of t into x of t. Okay, most of the time we use this equation to check for linearity property of a system. Fine. To check linearity property, so we need to get two outputs. First output is desired output. We shall call it as equation 1, and we need to get system output. In short, I usually represent it as like this: system output, call it as equation 2. When I write s/m, it is actually a system. Okay. Desired output if the system is linear, and what is the system output for a given system? If equation 1, that is desired output, is equal to equation 2, that is system output, then the system is linear. Otherwise it is non-linear. Right? Let me just tell you again. So given a system, we will get desired output, we will get system output. We call the desired output as equation 1, we call the system output as equation 2, and if equation 1 and 2 are both are same, then the system is linear. Otherwise the system is non-linear. This is how we are going to check for linearity property of a system. How do we get the desired output and how do we get the system output? I will tell you in my next video.